Well, let's move from Apple over to Microsoft, because the Surface tablet has actually been taking a big bite out of the TV series The Walking Dead, at least the premiere that was on last night. This is a hugely popular TV show, by the way. Commercials for the tablet running throughout the hit show, but that's not all. The previews for next week's episode were also brought to you by the Surface. Bruce, they're spending a lot of money to get this arrangement with The Walking Dead. Is it worth this kind of dollar amount to buy this package of commercials for one of the biggest shows on TV when you're, frankly, the owner of the Surface?
Well, they're getting the word out. You're right about that. And finally, Microsoft has an awesome product with the Pro 3, which, by the way, is only going to get better and better when Windows 10 comes out and all the other advantages. However, what I really can't understand is why they're trying to take a page out of Apple's book and be cool, hanging out with zombies, being on The Walking Dead, when they need to establish their own very clear brand value. It's such a great product and such a game changer.
Really quick, Jack, I have to say, in a way, to me, it kind of seems like they're targeting the right audience, though, because they're going for those, you know, the kind of those kids that like the zombie thing.
Well,
and not that I watch the show, but it makes sense for me, actually.
I'd say who's cool and watches zombie shows is this guy right here. And I saw the commercial. So I guess, you know, the commercials struck me as quirky and everything like that. But, you know, I didn't see a whole lot about the features of the device and how it compares to the other computer. It was more just about, just trying to be a funny, fluffy thing.
Right. Yeah, well, Hillary,
it's more of a red herring.
Well, Hillary, I want to get your take on this next thing anyway. I don't know, but I like me some football. But the Surface also has been seen and getting a lot of play on Sunday Night Football. This is expensive, by the way. After a series of unfortunate events that led to NFL announcers calling the tablets iPads, or then they called them iPad-like devices. Oops. Microsoft had to go in, Hillary, and coach the anchors to call them by their true name, the Surface. That's not a good sign.
Oh, it certainly isn't, and it tells us, Cheryl, that iPad, that's the standard, right? That's the gold standard. But it's a great way to try to get some headway into this sector. And as we saw in the last earnings report from Apple, you know, the iPad isn't their leading product by far, so there might be some opportunity here. And if anyone's going to get
Jack, wait, really quick, Jack, you think that Microsoft is making a smart move?
I was just going to say, to your point about iPad being the standard, I have a Kindle for my 4-year-old daughter, and she keeps saying, I want to use the iPad. I said, no, sweetheart, this is a Kindle. She said, can we just call it an iPad?
There you go.
See?
We've got a lot of issues. Well, the fact that they coach the announcers, I think it just blows me away. Anyway, well, guys, thank you very much. Appreciate it.